What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I told you I had to do a couple videos in the Philippines. I know I only got one out, but if you haven't seen Mayumi's video on her channel just yet, I did do a video with her a couple weeks ago now.
Yeah.
We trained glutes. So I'm gonna put her channel in the description, pop it up on the screen. Go to her channel, check out that video, but it was an awesome glute session.
Yeah.
And it was aimed at hypertrophy, but she asked me a bunch of sport-specific questions because she's one of the best amateur paddle players, right?
Yes.
Players in the Philippines. So she asked a ton of questions about like sport performance, how we can apply that stuff to her training for sport. So it was actually a really good video and pretty informative in that nature, because that's like my background is sports physiology. But today we're training the other muscles that women like to train.
What is it? Back.
The back and the delts. So we are going to put delts at the beginning of the session because Mayumi is going to do deadlifts at the end of this one. I know you guys are thinking, deadlifts on back day, Jared, you're always saying how that's a bad idea. But as we get through this video, I'm going to talk about why we're doing it, how you can implement it into your routine, and why she's doing it this way today as well. So let's get to the training. Mayumi's about to bust out some lateral raises. We've already warmed up. She's ready to go. She's got her Versa grips.
I got it.
Let's get this shit done.
Let's go.
So the first exercise today is going to be the dumbbell lateral raise. We're basically putting her delts at the beginning because she's going to be doing a pretty heavy compound back movement at the end. After doing a bunch of deadlifts, it's going to be pretty damn difficult to motivate yourself to go pick up some dumbbells and lateral raise or pick up some dumbbells and curl, whatever it is that you're trying to do. But we want her to get a really effective delt workout today as well. So she's going to be doing dumbbell lateral raises first at the beginning of the session. Then we'll move into all the back stuff. The lateral delts shouldn't interfere too much with any of the back stuff that we're doing today. We have assisted pull-ups, we have a one row movement, and then we have the deads at the end. So smash the delts first, especially in her circumstance where she's gonna be doing this heavier compound and she's only training with weights, how many days a week now? 3 or 4?
3 only.
3 days, because she does mostly paddle. So if you are somebody in this situation, generally I'd put you in like full body sessions, but we're gonna do this video specifically for this, for the channel. However, that's why I have the deadlifts at the end. So once we get to the deads, I'm gonna explain exactly why I'm putting them here, why she's doing it, how it's good for what she's doing, how it's good for muscle growth. But first, we must demolish the delts.
Yes.
And make your delts as big as mine.
Yes. I'm competitive.
Are you ready?
Okay.
So Mayumi is nice and warmed up. She did a couple of reps with this. She went up, did 5s. I told her let's go back down to the 2.5s, and now we're going to be doing sets of 15 to 20.
15 to 20. Got it, because it's light, right?
Well, because I think you can. Good.
So you're
forceful on the way up, fast.
forceful fast?
Yep, and then slow on the way down. Good.
How's my torso?
Looks good.
Okay.
Just focus on the delts. No swinging at the hips. Beautiful. Keep going. Good stuff. Get it up there. There you go.
Feeling it.
Nice and high.
Ooh.
Come on. Just the delts, don't swing.
Oh, okay, just
Delts. 2 more.
Ooh.
Good, 1 more, all the way up. There you go, good stuff. Good, good. Go and rack. So we'll do 2 more sets. We'll take short rest periods here.
Got it.
So for those of you who are training your lateral delts, your biceps, your smaller muscle groups 3 to 4 times a week, which is likely what she would do because she only trains 3 times a week. This would be like a lighter session. So we are doing shorter rest to push metabolites, higher reps to push metabolites, and basically I'm gonna have her match what she just did by my rep matching. So it's like a rest pause.
Ah, okay.
So you got, I think it was 20 or 21 reps. We'll just say 20 for the sake of hitting 20.
Yeah.
You're gonna do as many as you can.
Yeah.
With like 1 in the tank.
Okay.
Rest at the bottom, shake
Okay.
it out, and then we're gonna go again
Okay.
until we get 20 reps. And we're gonna do that
Okay.
for every single set.
Okay.
Cool?
Cool.
Let's hit it.
Alrighty. Okay.
Good. Good, nice and high. 6. There you go.
I'm trying not to swing.
You got it. Just the delts, just the delts. None
Just
of this.
the delts.
Don't lean forward.
No, leaning forward.
There you go.
Yep.
High. Nice and high.
Hi.
Good.
Ah. Ooh.
One more. Rest at the bottom. Shake. Don't go anywhere. You gotta pick him back up. You got 2 more.
2 more.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Hit it. High. Good. Rack. Perfect. And we'll have 1 more set just like that.
Okay.
How's it feel?
Warm.
Good? Good.
That's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Trying not to swing and use my other muscles.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever so I'm out here training somebody who she usually trains. And a lot of the cues that I'm giving her are cues that she'll get to use for him. And that is something that he does a lot. So you have to watch
The
that.
swinging.
Yeah, especially on upright rows, he'll like, so getting to do this, you get to help him out a lot.
That's true. Got it.
But you're catching it, like you know what you're not supposed to be doing. And
Yeah.
you're actively trying not to do that, which is,
you want to just take all that energy from the target muscle.
Yep.
And not have help.
you ready?
No? Yes? Okay. High, forceful high, slow down.
Good. Yep.
It's challenging
2 more.
now.
Really high.
High.
Good.
Yeah.
Hold the bottom. Just stay there.
Stay here.
Breathe. 5. 5.
I'll do 5?
Yep.
Okay.
2. 3. All the way. All the way up. Good, breathe. Hold. 2.
2.
All the way up, slow. Again. Good stuff, good stuff. That's it.
I'm like meditating, trying to meditate while.
Yeah, the high rep stuff it gets
I'm
difficult.
like, bring it high, you're a bird.
Yeah, he needs like, I think somewhere between 2.5 and 5 would have been a really good for you. Like
Yeah,
maybe
'cause this
3.5 or.
That's the challenge with the dumbbells, where there's no middle between 2 and the 5.
Yeah.
This is 2.5, yeah.
So on the app, see I put dumbbell lateral, and then this is a mile rep match, which is what you did. So you got 5, 20, 20, 20.
Got it.
So we'll log that, and then it's gonna ask you for biofeedback. It's gonna say, was there any joint pain?
Joint pain, none.
How was the shoulder pump?
Moderate pump.
Moderate pump, and then how was the workload? Like, did it feel like you could do quite a bit more?
Yeah,
Pretty good, easy,
pretty good.
pretty good. And then you just save it, and then as it goes through the workouts, like let's say the next time you train delts, based on that biofeedback, it modifies some stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and
So
then
this
for the
is the
next week
RP
and the
Strength
next-
app.
Yeah.
Is it an app or is it a website?
It's a web app.
It's a web app.
Yeah. But if you go to the page, the landing page, you just log in, sign up, and then you hit add to home screen, and it's a functioning app.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
You are 60?
Kilos?
Yeah.
56.
Are you sure? Because remember
56 kilos,
you were
not 60.
You were hanging off of this at 60, so I don't.
I know, I weighed myself. I'm like, what the fuck? So no,
Okay.
I double checked. Can I take this off now?
We're gonna use it for basically everything.
I will
today.
use it for basically
Yeah, I think for
everything.
basically everything.
Got it.
Next exercise is going to be the assisted pull-up. We're gonna be aiming for that 7 to 10 rep range. Now we're going into the more emphasized muscle group for this session. So the way I like to structure things is when you're emphasizing a certain muscle, even if it's between upper and lower chest, let's say. So like if I'm doing mostly vertical pushing for that day, I tend to use heavier compounds and I'll stay in that 7 to maybe 15 range. And if I'm doing a secondary horizontal push, I'll maybe do like a machine press and potentially a higher rep range or use an intensity technique, or sometimes depending if I'm massing or cutting, it'll still be in the 7 to 10 depending on what it is. But assisted pull-up, 7 to 10 range. We've already kind of like cued her up a little bit, but I'm gonna keep cueing her as she's doing stuff. So she was pulling more vertical. The way I like to tell people is to, for you guys, thoracically extend. So pushing your chest up, and she's trying to touch your chest to the bar basically. So she's pulling kind of up and back and then really milking the eccentric, coming down, holding that for a full second, then up and back again. So this is gonna help target the lats a lot better. Vertical pulls are still king for the lats, guys. Sorry, there's nothing else that beats them. Let's hit it. Set one, let's do this.
Set one. At 28 kilos assistance.
Yep. Good. Right back down. Yeah, perfect. You don't have to pause at the top. Let's just pause at the bottom. Big pause at the bottom. Big stretch. Make
Here,
it hurt. Make it
I
hurt.
need to stretch here.
Good, good. Good. Big chest, big chest, big chest, big chest.
Ah.
Full stretch, last one. Get one more. Big stretch, good, rack.
I like the stretch.
It's nice, right?
It feels good.
So we'll put 9. So you're doing this little thing at the top,
What am I doing
which
wrong?
people do with pull-ups, and they like hump the air. Like to get that last bit.
Oh yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Try to just forcefully pull up, leading with the chest the whole time. If you have to like, if you get here and you get stuck and you have to like hump the air to get it, it's not a completed grab. So,
Okay.
yeah, just try to focus on technique.
Got it.
And make sure you're pulling in one motion.
Pulling in one motion.
Yeah,
No humping the air.
that's right. Unless you're a stripper.
Unless you're a stripper.
I guess it's okay.
Oh, so how long normally is a good rest?
With, that's a good question. With movements like this, the heavier compound stuff, where I'm focusing on that target muscle is like the main muscle group for the day.
Yeah.
I'll take as much rest as I need until it feels like the target muscle is going to be the limiting factor again.
Okay.
Oftentimes the forearms get involved, the biceps get involved, and those are things that will limit you on your next
Yeah.
set, or the cardiovascular system will limit you as well.
Yeah.
So like let's say you're deadlifting later,
Yeah.
and your first set you get like 10 reps.
Yeah.
And you feel like you could deadlift with good technique,
Yeah.
but you're still breathing really heavy. For you, that won't be a problem because you play paddle all the time. You have a
Yeah.
good cardiovascular system, but for like some dumb lunkhead like myself who doesn't do a ton of cardio, who's like in their off season or something, let's say,
Yeah.
it's much more difficult. And
Okay.
cardiovascular system might be a limiting factor depending on how hard the set was. Even like sets of 20 in the lateral raise like
Yeah.
that, like I would have had to rest a little bit longer probably.
Okay.
But
got it.
when you feel the target muscle will be the limiting factor again, and you're not breathing super heavy, you're probably good to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So I say give it another 30 seconds,
30 more seconds.
and then you'll be good. Yeah.
Got it.
Hey, don't be ugly. You know.
You say save the pretty outside.
Yeah, that's what I told you in your other video.
Okay. No humping the air.
That's right. All right, let's go. Perfect. Big chest when you pull up. Try to touch it. Hits the bar, perfect. Big stretch. 3. Hold that stretch a little longer. Really lean into it.
Here.
Make it hurt. Yeah, there you go. Up. Perfect. Yes, exactly, Mayumi. Good stuff. There you go. Good job.
Damn.
You're sticking with the technique. That looks perfect. Good. Let's get one more. Try to go all the way up. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Rack. Better.
Yeah.
Feel the difference?
Yeah.
That was way better. Good stuff.
No, because when I go to the gym, I always observe people who are just focused on the amount of reps. I need to hit this amount of reps, but then at the last 3 reps, it's already shit.
Yeah, they're already past failure.
Form. So I like it when it's like this kind of structure.
Yeah. Oh, good. Good stuff. Next, we're gonna do a row,
Row?
and then we'll go to deads.
I like rows.
Cool. Perfect. Pick a machine row that you like. I don't mind. Whatever
like
you want
this
to do.
one.
You want to do the cable row?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Next is going to be the cable row, seated cable row. I told her she can pick whatever row she likes. She likes this one. Just a normal seated cable row. It is the horizontal one for the day, so we're probably going to be doing that more 10 to 15, 10 to 20 range. She's using the Versa still. We put this 1 vertical, 1 horizontal, and then deads for a purpose. So after the rows, she's going to go hit the deadlift, and the deadlift is a full hamstring, glute, and back exercise. A little less back than hamstrings and glutes, but it's there for a reason. She trains 3 times a week. And some of you also, let's say if you're a bikini competitor, a wellness competitor, you can train your back, but most of you don't need to train it a ton. And by putting deadlifts into the program at the end here, you're able to emphasize the back, not have the deadlifts take away from the back session, but still get a small hit of the glutes and hamstrings while still having that movement on the back session. Because let's say she trained her back fully, then she went and she tried to do some deadlifting the next day, she might be sore. So to prevent that overlapping soreness, we're just putting deadlifts at the end of the session. So she has 1 vertical pull, 1 horizontal pull. She targets the full back, she targeted the delts a little bit, and now we can get a small hit on the glutes and hamstrings because those are the big muscles that women generally want to take up or bring up for their physiques. And it's still hitting the back some. So that's why we're doing it. And because her back is now trained, it will be somewhat of a limiting factor, and it's gonna be harder for her to keep those positions in the deadlift. So it does stimulate the back quite a bit. Again, still getting some hamstring and glute on this day. So that's why we're kind of doing it that way.
I get it.
Yeah.
Is this the weight? Is this my warm-up?
Yeah, this might be pretty heavy. I think this might have been John's.
Yeah, look, I think it's like guy's weight.
Yeah, that might be John's weight. Let's go to 27. Let's see how that feels.
How many do you want me to do?
If it feels good, let's rock and roll.
Okay.
If it's heavy,
This feels good. Maybe even.
Good. So a good cue I like to give people. Go ahead. Pull.
Yeah.
When you're on the eccentric,
Yeah.
push your chest through that wall.
Oh, here.
Yeah, because then you're
Here.
really stretching the rhomboids a ton. Yeah, perfect.
Got it.
And then big chest at the top.
Big chest at the top.
Push the chest through that wall. Yep, stretch those rhomboids.
Maybe I need more distance.
Yeah, good. From right there, stretch, stretch, stretch. Chest back, chest back, chest back, chest back. Good, pull. Good.
Ooh, that feels good.
Good stretch. Yep. You don't gotta spend too much time in the peak contraction. You can just come right back down.
And then bring it down right away.
Push the chest back. Good. Chest back, chest back, chest back. Big stretch on the rhomboids. Good stuff.
Feel it.
Yep. Good. Good. Rack. Hell yeah.
Oh my God, how many reps was that?
You got 19, that's too easy. We're gonna go up a little bit on your next set.
Too easy. Okay.
We'll put 30,
I
27.
did feel the amount of reps on that one.
It was good though, great set. But I wanna get you down just a tad. So we'll do 35 on the next set.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Let's get it.
I'm ready. So what's the difference now with the weight from the first one?
35 from 27.5.
Okay.
It should be a little harder.
I like the vertical grips. It helps a lot with
Yeah,
my
they're
wrist.
good, right?
Yeah.
That's why we promote them.
Okay. From here. That's heavier.
Yep, push that chest back. Good.
2. Three. I'm gonna be so damn sore tomorrow.
You got it. Yep.
4. 5.
Good. Ooh, let's go, Mayumi. Come on. Great
7.
technique.
Bringing my back to the wall.
Come on. 8. Let's
8.
go. Beautiful. Great stretch.
Ugh.
Let's get one more. Big stretch, big stretch, big stretch. Last one. Let's get to 11. Cool. There you go. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Slow rack.
At the end of like,
That's the thumbnail.
it's a thumbnail.
She ain't training hard. What is she doing? All right. So the next exercise is going to be deadlifts. Again, we're putting this here. She's trained the back, so it's going to be somewhat of a limiting factor. It's going to target the back just a tad, but she's getting that extra hit of hamstring and glute volume for what she's doing. She trains 3 times a week. We're going to make sure that she's getting some level of glute and hamstring, especially as an athlete. I'm sure that's something you like to do in the gym.
Yeah.
I'm sure most of your days have some kind of either squat or hinge
Yes.
of some sort. So that's kind of satisfying that for this session today, because we're 2-part. We're doing a hypertrophy workout for the audience, but also I want you to be able to get a good training session in for what you do.
Yeah.
So we will be in like this more 6 to 10 range for her, because this is kind of like performance based. If I was just doing her programming for paddle for her sport itself, it'd be a little different, and it would be kind of modified to the season. So she's done a couple of low-level tournaments lately. They're
Yes.
not really important in the season, so this would be a good point in her season where she is focused on muscle growth. And to even focus on power, you got to be a certain level of strong. To even focus on strength, you got to have a certain level of muscle. She has the muscle, so later on in the seasons, the harder tournaments would be when I would put her through like more full body, heavier compound stuff, squatting pretty powerfully, deadlifting, getting strong in that like 3 to 5, 3 to 6 rep range.
Yeah.
So today, she is mostly focused on hypertrophy, growing muscles. Also, she just wants to look, look good naked. That's the goal of everybody, right?
Always.
That's literally all of our clientele. Like all your
Exactly.
clientele. That's the end goal. Look good naked. So training the back muscle, but also making sure we're satisfying that little extra hit of glute and hamstring volume, which for wellness and bikini competitors as well, same shit. You want to do the same exact thing. I think this weight should be good, because on the glute workout we did, what was your straight leg weight? Was it 55?
I think it was 50.
50?
50.
Maybe 50. So 60. You should be able to deadlift 60. Be just
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Cool.
Do I wear rubber shoes or bare feet?
You can do either. You can do
I can do
barefoot.
either?
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
I like feeling the ground with
Yeah,
my
that's
feet.
fine. Totally.
With my peasant feet.
Your rice field feet.
My rice field feet, but maybe without socks. I'll take my socks.
Are you gonna position there or here?
Both? I don't know. Yeah. When I'm coaching, I'm just kind of walking around,
Alright,
making
so
sure the technique's solid.
Got it. So this will be just static there. You move there.
Cool.
This rolling position.
Okay.
Let's see how this feels. Yeah?
Yeah.
Do a couple reps, see how it feels.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. Wait. Why is
Grab
it
a little wider.
wider? We'll grab wider.
Yeah, grab a little wider.
Like
Right
here.
there. Yeah, perfect. So you can actually get your knees open.
Okay. Okay. Oh God.
Yep, perfect. Nice lordotic posture. Big chest. Good.
I feel like my wrist.
What's that?
I feel like this is gonna be too heavy for me.
Too heavy for 6? For 6 reps?
For 6 reps?
Yeah.
Maybe not so heavy.
Yeah.
It's okay.
How'd it feel?
Huh?
Why do you think it feels too heavy? Get some feedback.
Huh?
What's the good feedback from you?
Okay.
So you said it might be too heavy. Are you worried about your lower back,
Yeah.
like rounding?
No, just recruiting.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
okay?
So the deadlift, when we're using it like this, it's a full back exercise. I won't let you get into a position where you're rounding your lower back. I'll tell you to stop.
Okay.
So, and if it feels like it's rounding and it starts to feel like you might hurt yourself, just stop.
Okay.
No big deal.
Okay.
But from here, as long as you keep that big chest, brace properly into the stomach, and keep a nice lordotic posture, you're gonna be fine. So let's see what
Am I
you can
doing
do.
it right?
Yeah,
Like
that's great.
this?
Yeah. You don't gotta do straight leg. You can still bend your knees.
I can still bend my.
Regular deadlift. Yeah.
Okay, regular deadlift. Okay.
Good. 1. Eyes forward. 4. Good. Your hips sound a little lower at the bottom there. Hips can be a little lower, so you can bend your knees more. Good, let's go. Last one. Pull. Good stuff. Nice and slow. Beautiful.
My hand is like loosening up.
That was great. Too heavy.
How
Too
many did
heavy.
I do?
9. You could have done more. That was great.
I think it's just this one that's giving up. This one.
Yeah, but if you didn't have those, it'd probably be even harder. They would give out way sooner. So.
Maybe I should try the other grip.
What do you mean?
The one that you.
Oh no,
wrap.
those are probably better.
This is better.
Yeah, the traditional straps are for like weightlifters because they move. It's intentional because they have to twist the bar like this whenever they're doing clean and jerk, right? Clean and jerk, so they have to like here.
Yeah.
So those actually move
Yeah.
and slip, and then you lose your grip a little bit. So.
Okay, got it. So this is still better, he said.
So we're gonna put that into the app.
Okay, putting it in the app. How many sets am I gonna do with a regular deadlift?
2.
2.
Yep, this will be the last set.
Okay.
So this is like a week 1 type of session, basically.
Yeah.
How was the back pump from the cable row and the vertical pull?
It's a good pump.
Good. And then the workload was easy, pretty good. Push my limits.
Push my limits on the rowing one,
Okay.
for sure.
Perfect. That was a good set, Mayumi.
Yeah?
Good stuff. See, so how you're breathing heavy right now?
Yeah.
And like if you wanted to go again,
Yeah.
it might be difficult because
Yeah.
your cardiovascular system might be the limiting factor.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things to look out for like a client or for yourself
Yeah.
when you're training for hypertrophy. Yeah, I wouldn't go again yet. You know, I'd give another minute or so, see how you're breathing.
Got it.
Good, let's get it.
Okay.
Last set of the day.
Last set of the day. All right.
Perfect, there you go. Good grip.
Wide.
Good.
Thumb out or here? Here, right? Okay.
You squeeze the bar.
Like this?
I would squeeze the bar.
Okay.
I don't do false grip for much, so.
All right. This low, are you saying this low?
Yeah, for sure. Big
Okay.
chest, look forward.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. One. Light taps, don't set it down all the way.
Like this?
Up. 2. Good. 4. Beautiful. 5. Yep. Come on. Last one. Oh, I think you got one more. You got one more. Come on. Good, nice and slow. Nice and slow. Perfect. Good stuff. Hell yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. I did it. I already feel my glutes and my hamstrings. 60 kilos.
Yeah, it was really good. And the technique was flawless.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really good.
Did you hear that? Flawless.
It
The
was.
technique, not the skin.
So that is the session, guys. This is something that I would say is like a bikini / wellness day of someone who's training, let's say 4 or 5 times a week. This would be a session that, again, because you do still have to train your upper body as a wellness or bikini competitor in most circumstances. Sometimes you give feedback that you don't need to, but this is like a nice kind of little hit of upper volume, back volume, delt volume with some glute and hamstring in there as well, just because obviously you're training those a lot more. In Mayumi's circumstance, she kind of just was the model for this video. This is similar to what she would do, but for her, she'd probably have a couple more things into the session because she trains 3 times a week for sport. So we might do a push and then like a quad-based exercise too, if she was gonna do this on a particular day. But hopefully you enjoyed the session. How was it?
I did.
Yeah?
It was good.
Yeah?
There's a lot of instances where the way you explain things, it helps me, like for example with the row.
Yeah.
This one, before I would be watchful when it comes to this,
course.
but you know, you're here in the Philippines, so like, listen to Jared. And then I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. I like the stretch.
Yeah, large protraction will stretch the rhomboids a ton more. So
Yeah.
you'll hear a lot of cues that are curious in this space. People will be like, all right, now stop the leg press right there. Stop it right there. And it's like, okay, why are we doing that? Like they'll say, oh, if you go deeper, you're just getting the glutes involved or you're not stretching. It's like, no, your quads stretch here too. Why are we stopping here? That doesn't make any sense.
Correct.
Are your glutes too big? I don't think so. So you can hit your quads and your glutes at the same. So you hear a lot of really weird, like curious cueing from people sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well you have to stay here on your rows. It's like, this stretches my rhomboids more. So why am I stopping?
Yeah.
So it's good. And like you're someone who's very open to just new techniques and learning more. So
for sure.
Yeah, it's been cool to be able to do a couple sessions with you.
Thank you so much for
seriously.
this.
Again, guys, the glute session we did on her YouTube video was freaking solid. She asked me a ton of amazing questions.
Yep.
So definitely go over to her channel and check that out. I'm sure I'll be back. We'll get to do this more.
Yay!
Yeah, it'll be fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, because you hardly have the kind of experience and level of knowledge people coming to the Philippines when it comes to the fitness industry. So when you're here, I really appreciate the fact that you get to spend the time to teach me a lot of things.
Thank you. Yeah. Just talking me up, guys. It's, you know.
So then he comes back.
Everybody here knows that I'm a fraud. But guys, thanks for watching. I'll be back in the States after this. This will be out probably by the time I'm home, but thank you for watching. Mayumi, you're awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you a ton. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Go follow her. Subscribe to her channel. She does a lot of cool shit over there. Reviews of like penthouses and shit like that over here in the Philippines. Rich people shit. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Billionaire stuff. There's
No,
clearly.
no, it's just me being myself, trying to show you pretty things. Because in Jared's training, it's all ugly faces.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Bye.